The news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Diego Castro. Smoke continues to billow from MV Lady Mary Joy in Basilan, 5 days after the passenger vessel caught fire. Responders have resorted to breaking windows to pump water to control the fire and make it easier to find other casualties. However, authorities say that upon inspecting the cabins, they found no more bodies than the 17 that had been previously recovered, which brings the death toll to 28. The Bureau of Fire Protection reports that rescuers are still searching for 7 more missing passengers. The local government of Basilan has extended financial assistance worth 640,000 pesos and over 71,000 pesos worth of food and non-food items to passengers of the ship. The Bureau of Fire Protection said the fire started in the lower deck or cabin area but have yet to identify the cause. Officials noted that the crew of the passengers needed to undergo training anew for such situations. This as it was noted that the vessel was in good condition and that the situation could have been controlled if the crew had not made a run for it.
Considering the condition of the vessel, okay yung condition niya kasi kaka-dry dock lang ng barko eh. She just came out from dry dock last December. So every vessel that goes to dry dock talagang chine-check, repair kung anong mga problema. Even Marina, they have approved and certified the vessel also. Hindi naman makatakbo kung hindi approved ng Marina, hindi rin approved ng shipyard. So it was all certified, but I don't know what went wrong really, kaya we are still waiting for further investigation.
President Bongbong Marcos encourages Christian Filipinos to, quote, become better agents of change as they observe the Holy Week. The president, who is a Catholic, calls on Filipinos to get to know Jesus Christ more, noting that his message of salvation and eternal life remains as timely as ever. Marcos hopes that Filipinos will use the Lenten season as a time to reflect and to contemplate the impact of Christ's passion and death. In a media interview last week, the chief executive revealed that he will go on a retreat this Holy Week before spending Easter Sunday with his family. Heads up for people traveling during the Holy Week. Train lines have announced suspension of operations for the long weekend. The LRT-1, LRT-2, MRT-3, and Philippine National Railways, or PNR, will suspend all trips from April 6 to 9. All 4 train lines will resume normal operations starting April 10, while the LRT-1 and MRT-3 will observe their regular schedules before the long weekend. LRT-2 has announced that last trips will depart from the Antipolo and Recto stations at 7 p.m. on April 5. Likewise, the PNR has released a schedule for its last trips before the long weekend, as seen on your screens. The rest of the schedule is now flashed on your screens. Meanwhile, authorities are temporarily allowing provincial buses to traverse along EDSA from April 6 to 10. This to accommodate the expected influx of passengers traveling for the long weekend. On the same dates, authorities have decided to suspend the number coding scheme for vehicles in Metro Manila. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on the One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Diego Castro. The PNP is deploying over 74,000 police officers to ensure safety and security during the religious observance of Holy Week and Ramadan. The PNP says 38,000 of these officers will be deployed for enhanced police presence, while an additional 39,500 officers will be deployed in specific areas of convergence like major thoroughfares, transport hubs, terminals, commercial areas, and places of worship. PNP Chief Rodolfo Azurin Jr. vows that the police force will uphold the rule of law and ensure that all individuals are protected, regardless of their religion or background. The religious observance of Holy Week will culminate on Easter Sunday, April 9, while the Muslim holy month of Ramadan will culminate with the celebration of Eid al-Fitr in the third week of April. The annual summer holiday period extends through the traditional Fiesta and Flores de Mayo season in May. Pagasa says weather conditions are seen to generally improve in most parts of the country this Holy Week. The coming days are still expected to be hot, with temperatures in Metro Manila seen to reach up to 34 degrees Celsius. Due to the heat, the Weather Bureau advises Filipinos to wear light-colored clothes and to always bring umbrellas. Filipinos are also advised to drink water when they join Holy Week activities. Hot temperatures are expected to peak by the end of the month or the start of May.
Asan pa rin natin yung mga tsansa ng mga pag-ulan, lalong-lalo na sa dakong hapon hanggang sa gabi sa ating bansa, especially sa Visayas at Mindanao area. Asahan natin magpapatuloy itong mainit at maalinsangang panahon sa umaga hanggang sa tanghali. Iwasan natin yung sikat ng araw, lalong-lalo na sa mga oras ng 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. dahil ito nga yung mga times kung saan itatala natin yung mataas na maximum temperatures.
And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us again at 9:45 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Diego Castro. We are One News. All sides, all the time.